Well, hello, everybody. We'll start
Hello.
out with "We love you."
Love you.
Welcome back to the Alpha Emo Masteries United Earth Angel series, episode 13. Lucky.
13 already.
Yeah, lucky number 13. Andy, you want to tell everybody hello before I kick it off?
Hello, everybody. My name is Andy. I am an Earth Angel. I am a wife. I am a mother of 11, and I'm an author. I have a book on Lulu.com and Amazon.com called How to Manage Being a Boy Mom. And tomorrow, Toby, I'm going to start audio events with Annie to promote my book. So I'll be on LinkedIn tomorrow doing audio events.
You didn't even mention it to me. I would have put it in the comments.
Mom brain. It is a real thing. You know it is. But yeah, well, I'd like to welcome everybody in and thank you for taking the time out to watch us and be with us this evening. We're going to have some interesting things to talk about as always. And I love you. And if you feel like sticking around, go for it. You can leave comments so that we can talk to you. We'd appreciate it if you would comment and put your 2 cents in, as they say. We will respond to you. We'll even put it up on the screen for you so you can see your comment. But we love you and we want to have some real talk tonight. Toby, off to you.
All right, guys, thanks for joining us tonight. And like always, we're going to kick it off with the shout outs that we need to shout out. All right, so the first one I got to shout out, like always, is CFQR 600 AM. Guys, Soca Sound at Night. Come on, you guys got to check it out. If you don't have a radio, check out .com. Go and check out CFQR600am.com. You guys won't regret it. Trust me, they're bringing back sound to radio. High vibes all the time. Guys, you got to go check them out. Guys, tonight we're going to talk about, always with some real raw truth, we're going to sit here tonight and talk to you about fear, change, distractions, distortions, delusions. Big time, okay? There's some questions that have come my way, but we're going to stick to topic tonight and we're going to shoot questions back and forth using our personal experience like we always do. Before we get into it too tough, guys, check us out at lulu.com. You can get our books. She's got one now. She's got many more to come. She's working on a second one. I've got 15 up there for you guys. 4 of my books are globally. Actually, no, there's more than that. Yes, there's 5. No, sorry. Yes, I'm being correct. 7 of my books are globally distributed already. I've had huge feedback from even somebody who's tackling my books in Nigeria now. The reviews have been insane. So I am officially changing lives globally. So guys, go get the books at lulu.com. You won't be sorry. And also too, you know what? I got to quickly shout out woodsidesoaps.ca. Go check out those handcrafted soaps. They're made with love. Guys, all kinds of awesome scents. She's even got some male stuff. Guys, check it out. Ottawa, if you're out there, you're working out, anybody who's into the fitness field, guys, check out Savage Protein Balls in Ottawa. Please do. Another Earth Angel doing amazing things. And you know what? I'll save this for Woodside Soaps too. All right. And guys, let's kick off our episode 13. I can't fucking believe that we are already episode 13. Come on,
either. Y'all ain't supposed to see the messy part of my room, daggone it.
Well, wasn't that a fear of yours that was conquered? Let's jump into fear tonight. So,
Why
guys,
not?
we're going to talk about fear. You know why? Because the whole system has you under it. That's why. Woo! And you can't fear nothing. And everybody says, Toby, how are you fearless? Well, how am I fearful? Simple. Andy, you want to talk about some fear? Because we were just talking before we came out here live about a fear that you're facing right now. Why don't you lighten it up with the audience tonight? Talk about your fear.
Well, I don't. My main fear in life is leaving my children and they still need me. But I'm conquering a fear that I know I can conquer because on Wednesday morning, the wee hours of 4 a.m., I will be leaving my comfortable bed and my comfortable house and going to Los Angeles. I've been there before. I've taken my teen boys there to compete in acting.
Big hat.
I've even competed in singing because it's something I am confident in. I know I can do it. But this time I'm going to compete in acting. I wrote my own monologue and I wrote my own commercial. And I'm going to physically act it out because I can cry on command. I can put on a nice fake face. I'm a good actor. I've done it for years without being paid, so I might as well try to get paid for it. Um, but I'm going to fully throw myself into the script I've written for myself. It's talks about, I'm pregnant with my third child. It's a girl. I have two boys. And my husband of 8 years is leaving me for someone else. I can act that out because that is a fear of mine. I can cry. I can personalize it. I can personalize anything and let tears come out. And then when I'm done because that's how I am. Because I'm empathetic. I can feel things without it being my feelings. And I'm going to conquer my fear of being in front of agents, casting directors, other actors, actors that have been on film. So, yeah, that all starts Thursday. I'm leaving Wednesday morning, but that all starts Thursday because I want to be there and rest for a day before I have to do it. But yeah, that's a fear that I have decided to conquer myself. And I will conquer it because I'm me and I'm going to conquer it.
Nice. So have you figured out how you're going to conquer it? Are there tips and tricks that you've put into place for yourself to psych yourself up before it? Have you been
Well,
practicing it out enough that it's cell memory when you get there?
yes and no. I've been practicing the words, but not the actions. I'm going to do that tonight and tomorrow. And when I get to my hotel room, that's one of the things I'm going to be doing. And I have someone out there who is from, I think, where did he say he's from? He's from a different I don't remember. I'm horrible. But he's from a different continent than, US and Canada. We are going to practice, you know, he's going to say his monologue and I'm going to say mine and commercials. And we're going to get in practice. We say, oh, you didn't sound authentic, or, oh gosh, that was really good. Get feedback from another possible actor. So I'll
That's
have more
amazing.
practice then.
That's amazing. Well, hey, that even jumps into the topic of change because
Yeah.
we're talking about, so you've got major changes going on. You're tackling major fears. You're dealing with stuff. You're prepping with it. Nice.
Yeah.
But
Well, Tobi, what kind of major changes are you dealing with, ma'am? May I ask?
oh, all kinds. But we won't get into that yet. We won't get into that. We'll save that for a little bit later because we got some
Yeah.
juicy stuff to drop later on in here. But you know what? Honestly, fear, you know what? Guys, you guys, when I mention or talk about fear, fear is false evidence appearing real. Fear is when you believe that there's a threat. That's what fear is. Fear is, I'm just looking here quickly to see if I still have, oh, yes, right here. We'll put it up for you. Fear is nothing but the anticipation of pain, whether it's physical, mental, spiritual, or emotional. So, yeah, you know, when you believe you have a fear, you make it live in your life, no matter what it is. But when you have a fear, the way I see it is that your fear, or is that a fear that's been planted in you by the belief systems of somebody else? You see, because, and I don't mean I'm talking to the whole audience here, Eddie.
Oh,
But
yeah.
but guys, there's a lot of children that adopt fears of their parents. So, are your fears justifiably yours, or have you adopted them from somebody else? You got to look at that. When I was doing inner work, hey, I had to face my fears, but I had to figure out why they were there to begin with. And half of them were not my fears. Parenting has been fear-based for a long time. So fear has been governing parenting throughout generations, because what are the fears? Fears of non-compliance, fear of not listening, fear of not following instruction, fear of not being accepted, fear of being denied approval by the whole family and society, fear of everything. There's been so much fear of being shamed, blamed, guilted, denied, judged, all of that. And this is so important that it's got to all change, because fears, when you're looking at your fears, well, where do they stem from? Why do you have that fear? Do you have that fear from a certain situation that embedded that in your brain, your memory bank of your energy? Because, a lot of people think their fear of heights is their fear of heights. No, your fear is actually of falling. So you got to really to know your fears and know what it is that you're making live in your life by believing these fears exist, because by you believing they exist, they do.
Mm-hmm.
Anything you believe becomes live in your life, literally. This is why I tell everybody to watch the belief systems that they're running on, because fear-based belief systems have been leaking through the generation. Fears of what? Fear of not, don't hurt yourself. Don't do that. There's going to be repercussions. It has been fear-based parenting throughout the lineage. It has not been, oh, yes, yes, yes. It's been no, 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 no. So, guys, when it comes to your fears, check why you have them, first of all. Andy, you want to jump in on that? Reiterate anything that I just said?
Well, I know that when I was growing up, my grandpa, rest his soul, and my aunts and uncle were very overly protective of me and didn't want me to get hurt at all. So, I was always told, no, don't do that. You'll get hurt. Don't do that. You'll get hurt. Do I do it to my kids? Yes. Do I do it as much? No. If they're doing something that could possibly hurt them, I'll warn them, you're going to get hurt. I warned you. If you get hurt, I don't know what to tell you. I warned you. I mean, what else can you do? They're going to do it anyways. They're going to do it anyways. Sometimes I'll tell them, if you get hurt, I'm going to laugh. That might sound mean, but a couple of my children are still in the foster care system. And if they came over and saw a big bruise on one of their faces or something, who do you think's will be blamed for that?
Yeah, I hear you.
That's why I do it with the girls more than I do the boys, because I don't need investigated. They know they're taken care of. They know all my kids are taken care of. But That's something I grew up with. Don't do that, you're gonna get hurt. Don't do that, you're gonna get hurt. And with my older kids, I did it a lot. Because I've got now 5 adult children, because Austin just turned 18. But my adult children heard that all the time. Don't do that, you're gonna get hurt. Did they quit doing it? No. Because they're my children and they're hard headed. But that is something that, you know, it sticks in your brain. If I do this, I'm going to get hurt, or I'm going to get, in trouble, or I'm going to get this, I'm going to get that. Then you grow up thinking, if I do this, I'm going to get, I don't want to do anything except for walk, or, gives them anxiety about stuff. I know from experience, I've had to conquer my own. A couple of my adult children have had to conquer anxiety because, yes, I caused some of it because I, was scared they'd get hurt. That's how I was raised. Then, I've got 3 different age group of children. So with each age group, I think I've gotten better with making them afraid of everything. Like I was made afraid of everything. But yeah, everything you say and do with your children, it molds them. Everything they see you do, if you're afraid to step out of your comfort zone, they're going to be afraid to too. But if you show them by example, this is some of my book I'm delving into here. If you show them by example that you can try stuff and not be afraid of it, you can do this or do that, you can climb the monkey bars and swing and have fun when it's appropriate. You can do things. I just hope I just hope by the time the 4 younger ones grow up, I hope that they don't have the anxiety that I had or that I inadvertently caused in my adult children. But it does. It trickles down.
Oh yeah, it does.
If you're raised that way, you raise your kids that way. I mean, you have to stop it. It has to stop somewhere. It has to stop somewhere.
Yeah, but that's why I say, are they your fear, to the audience, are they your fears, or are they fears that have been planted in you by the fears of somebody else?
Exactly.
And this is why I walk around fearless, because I have removed all belief systems of everybody else. So I've removed all of the fear that was planted in there too.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I encourage you all to do. That's why I tell everybody, look at your belief systems, because then you're going to understand why you're fearful of anything.
Right.
How do you know? Well, were your parents fearful? Were they stressed out? Were they full of anxiety? Because that's what it causes. There's an it's an autonomic nervous system response when you get fearful. There's chemicals that flow from that. And if you can notice, I said auto. Okay? So you don't choose the results of those choices of your belief systems. Yeah. You feel the effects. So this is why I say, you know what? Take a look. Take a look inside and understand, what do you believe about yourself to be right?
Yep.
Literally, because if you don't, you can't rewrite them. You can't at all. So there's going to be lots of changes, eh? Lots of changes. You know what? I'm excited for you, honestly, for this trip. I'm not fearful at all. I'm actually so excited for you. I think that you'll knock it out of the park. Home run.
Yes, I will. Yes, I will.
Home run that. You know what? I don't doubt your acting skills, not for 1 minute. And you know what? I would be a terrible actor, because fuck that. I'm a truth teller. If they ever needed me to talk in a show, they better write that script. Okay, leave this page blank, because Tobi's going to just say what she wants anyway.
You'll read that script and be like, that ain't right. I'll give my own script.
You know, I'll be like, how about no script at all? How about we just wing it? What do you want them? What's the big picture at the end? What do you want it all to look like?
Right.
Okay.
What
Let's
outcome would you like?
improv right through the whole fucking thing, because that's what I do. There's no fucking scripts in my field. Like, no. Scripts, editing, nah. I don't edit my content. I don't fucking use filters and come on, because I have no fear.
Right.
I don't care how people take it. I put it out there raw and real.
Yeah.
No fear. I don't care because I believe that I am love and an expression of it. And yes, a lot of people claim they want to be loved, but they fucking can't handle it.
They don't know how to love themselves enough to be.
You know, and you know what? Perfect to talk about distortions and delusions.
And
Getting a little delulu when they think they get to know love. Andy, what do you think?
Well, I was under the delusion for a long time that I could love with hating everything about me. Matter of fact, the husband I have now married me and my self-hating self.
Wow, there's been a change in that, eh? How's he handling that? Oh, he in delusion about your changes?
He has no. My cat just tried to attack my little chihuahua. My chihuahua gave him what for, and he went flying across the room. That's why I was looking over there. But anyways, that was my delusion. I still, like, it's much stronger now, but I felt love for my husband. I felt more powerful love than I'd ever felt for anybody except for my mother. I'll always love her more. But I thought that's what it, that's all it was. Thought that's all our love, for each other when we got married. I was like, this is awesome. He loves me. He took on my 5 children that I had. Actually 6, if you count my child by choice. That's the oldest one I have. He partially lived with us. But he took on me and all them kids. I thought, well, that's a man right there. I better snatch him up. I better take hold because I will never find another one like that. So I did. I had a crush on him for 3 years, for a year and a half before he asked me to date him. I actually asked him out 3 times, and 3 times he told me no. Then he asked me out.
The way it should be.
Right. Because I was like, I can't let him escape. I can't let him escape. He's a great man. He's cool with hanging out with my kids, and we're not even dating. And, I was like, I got asked, and, no. Okay. Then when he asked me out, I felt like I could fly. I literally felt like I could fly. But that was still with my self-hating self. How it felt when I realized I had self-hate after I broke that barrier that I didn't know was there. Whoo, buddy, let me tell you what. My husband looked at me and said, what has gotten into you? I'm like, I'm more confident. I'm more attentive. I'm more loving. I'm more me.
So I guess your husband is appreciating the undistorted real love now coming from self-love.
Yeah, he definitely is.
He's like, baby, bring it on. I love it.
I love it when he wakes me up in the morning when he comes home from work.
Oh yes, honey, wake up and just say yes.
Yes.
I'll take and transmute all of that energy you've got.
And then he goes to bed. And I get up and start my day.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Well, that's really good because you know what? That ties into the distortions too. And that's what I want people to understand, that the distorted love is that self hate, the self blame, the self guilt, the shaming, and holding on to all of these shameful little secrets, scared that people will judge you. And, you got to release all that. None of that shit exists except for in your own mind. And it distorts your love for yourself and for your capacity to love anybody else.
Yeah.
And being in a distorted state of loving yourself properly, well, you are very delusional from what true love and divine love really is. And like I was mentioning, like you can't tap into your Wi-Fi router with a fucked up password. Well, that distortion of not having the right flow to put in will lock you out of your router. Well, your distortion within your loving capacity for yourself locks you out of your highest potential. And you remain delusional to what real love really is. And you will stay distracted from it too, from loving yourself, because you actually think, oh, you're loving yourself, but you've never been taught to love yourself. So your brain does not accept that as a suggestion even, unless you plug it in there. That's why it's so important daily when you wake up every day as a new creation. You consciously create your state with no distorted love for yourself, no distortions of a lowered frequency, no delusional thoughts that are going to sway you from your purest potential. Come on. And don't stay distracted from that self-love and self-care. Pay yourself first before you give anything to the world. Literally. So what do you think, Andy? You got some more to add in for this delusional, distortions, distractions, change, fear? We dropping it all here.
Yes. Okay. I for a very long time I've suffered with back pain and knee pain, and got arthritis in my bones because I have given birth to 7 children, and they take your nutrients if you don't take your vitamins and take care of yourself, which I couldn't take care of myself when I was pregnant with my teen boys because I wasn't allowed to. But I've got arthritis in my joints and stuff. So getting up in the morning hurts. Doing anything physical than sitting down hurts. I was afraid to work out. I was afraid to get out there and push myself. I was afraid of the pain that I would feel afterwards. Because even after just going to work, going to a job 5 to 8 hours a day, hurt. And that was me moving around and stuff, not standing still, just moving around. It hurt. It hurt horribly. And so, yeah, I was afraid to change my routine. I was afraid to change what I eat, how much I eat, what I drink even. That Dr. Pepper I had, I've been drinking that bottle all day, literally all day. And it was only half gone. I can't, it's too sweet. I wanted something sweet, but that was too sweet. So my son brought me a water. I gave him my pop. Can't do it anymore. Because I have changed the way things taste to me. I was afraid of this change because I thought, well, it's not going to help me. I'm still going to be in pain. My bones are still going to hurt. And then my muscles are going to hurt on top of that. I'm not doing it. And I had distractions. Little feet running around. Like, well, I don't have time. I don't have time to change for myself. I don't have time to, even breathe for myself, much less anything else, because I've got kids. I've got a plethora. I've got 7 kids at home. I don't have time. And that was a delusion that I created for myself.
And you put your life force into that delusion.
Yeah, I sure did.
And it kept you locked there for how long?
At least 12 years.
There you go. You see, people, patterns is once they start, they continue until you correct them.
Yeah.
Okay, so you heard her. She was in that pattern for 12 years before she broke herself out of it.
Yeah.
High five. High five. That's awesome. That's awesome.
I started talking to my trainer December 8th. And, I told him I have a lot of kids and stuff. He said, how old's your youngest? I said, 6. He said, old enough to microwave their lunch or pour cereal so you can work out? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, because you know what? A trainer like that is not going to fucking accept excuses just like me. Mm-hmm. Did I accept any excuses from you for the inner work?
No. And then when you started talking to me, the mixture of you and Coach James freaking awakened my mind and my body at the same time. I didn't know what to do with it, so I just went with it. And I was like, okay, we got to do this. We got to do this. We got to do this. I can do this because I'm me and I can do this. I'm worth this. I want my kids to see that I know I'm worth this so that they can know they are worth it. What they see is what they mimic. My little kids have a kitchen in there. It has, little fake food, fake plates and stuff. And they'll say, here, Mommy, here's your favorite food. It's chicken and vegetables. And I'm like, thank you. Or, I made that change. I made that change. I knew something in me had to change because I was on depression medicine. I was on anxiety medicine. I was on ibuprofen 800 for my joints. Now, I do still take an anti-inflammatory for my joints because if I don't, I'm not getting out of bed. Because I found out that I have a curvature in my back. So I have mild scoliosis. So we gotta work.
So does my daughter, but she doesn't do any meds for it. She just had 2 C-sections back to back.
Me too. I had 2 C-sections.
She's fine. She's fine.
Yeah.
You know why? You know why? Because she believes it's non-existent. So you need to do the same because you're shackling it yourself and owning it as a piece of your self-identity. Your body knows exactly what to do without anything putting in your mouth. Literally, those anti-inflammatory things ate my gut for 10 years because of my knees and my degenerative disc disease. And I said, no, I don't want any more. My body knows what it has to do. When I started doing that, my body started fixing itself. Those walks that I take, I'm walking on 2 unstable kneecaps according to them and degenerative disc disease that I was supposed to be in a wheelchair 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah, I don't accept what they want to make me believe about me. My body knows what it has to do. They can't tell me what the fuck is wrong with me. Nobody can. So don't accept that as your self-identity and say, I have this. No, you don't. Okay? Just like you know how to ground, you know how to transfer, you've been mastering all of it. Now, master what you're saying and the story you're telling about what you have because you are believing it's there, so you are making it there. Every day you're a brand new creation. Don't carry back those beliefs to tomorrow. Wake up and tell yourself you're fucking healed. And believe that. And see what happens. You want to annihilate the ego? Deconstruct it. Don't allow yourself to have anything be a part of you that is not loving, because it will distort your power. I'm forever grateful that you brought that up just now.
Yeah. Because Tobi has literally healed herself from physical conditions.
Yes.
I have not yet mastered that, but I'm working.
Well, I've healed myself from many, many, many things already. I'm at the point where I know how to breathe life or take it. Literally from my own being. So this is what I mean. Like it's an energetic level of, I breathe life into myself every day and everybody I speak to, on purpose, intentionally. So tomorrow morning on your to-do list, right? You're going to tell yourself, I'm healed.
Yes.
I'm healed. I'm whole. I'm enough. I'm beautiful. I'm amazing. I am totally, fully aligned, and I have nothing but power, eternal power to manifest all of my dreams and wishes. And you're going to go and hit a home run Wednesday when you leave.
Yes.
This is what I mean. Start tomorrow. Before you leave, put it in play already and see yourself on the showcase. This is what I mean. See, visualize the end picture. Doesn't matter what happens in between, but visualize the end like you're at the showcase.
And it helps to know what everything looks like because I've been there.
There you go. So there you go. But if you are believing that you have limitations within your body and you are giving them life, that means that anything that you create from yourself, your body, will be limited to. Therefore, no limits, no restrictions, no boundaries, because your soul doesn't know any of that, right? So as of today, your body moves freely and joyously with ease. Quite the rewriting the script, eh, for yourself. You want to see how you power up now?
Yeah. You know how to shut me up when I'm complaining, don't you?
Well, because we shouldn't be complaining, because when we realize that we're creating everything that we say, we're going to be consciously speaking at all times. You see, the things that you were just saying was you were commanding these things to be alive in your body. So when you realize that, when you were saying, okay, I have arthritis throughout my body, I have this, you are believing it exists, you are making it alive by speaking it into existence and believing that it exists. So all of these states within our bodies, we create them by believing that they exist. Half the time, they're put there by somebody else.
Doctor.
Thank you. So there we go. Ties right back in. Perfect example for you all. A belief system that is put into you by somebody else. Well, does the medicine of today know anything about chakras and energy? And no, they don't. They're not going to tell you, okay, well, that organ's associated to this chakra, and go and eat this live food and everything will be corrected. Nah, they're going to fucking pop you with pills, keep you distorted, delusional, distracted from healing your ass. Simple. And yeah, I got to drop it real, because that's what happens.
Right.
Well, me, I have no fear to tell you all. Your body knows exactly what it needs to do. It's programmed automatically to take care of all of that for you. Any distortion in your being, you've put it there. Take it out of there. Take it out of your speech. Take it out of your belief system. Take it out of your way of life. It no longer exists. Do you think I could heal myself while sitting there telling my body it's got something wrong? No, can't do it. I have to believe I'm healed and whole and alive and love, and I am healed. Straight up. Doesn't matter what belief they tried to make me believe about degenerative. To them, it exists. To me, it doesn't. So therefore, it is not alive in my life. Any of those belief systems and thoughts and words and actions, they limit you. I'm not trying to restrict my life or the joys of it for the rest of my life.
No.
So you got to really be careful. See, this is why I tell people, guys, listen to your own speech. What story are you telling people about your life? You guys have heard me every day tell you that yesterday no longer exists. Today you wake up as a brand new creation. So what are the limitations and distortions and delusions that you're creating for yourself in your life that are restricting you, bounding you to limits? Well, start just by listening to the shit you say. Because you are breathing it life. You are creating it to be like that. And you can't say no because you've taken it from an idea to a thought to a spoken word. You've transmuted it how many times with your life force? Then put all the life force into it to create it into the existence? Well, how can you not say that's a distortion? Especially if you're talking down on yourself, commanding your body not to fucking work, right? Commanding shit into your body as a self-identity. Don't do that. Ever. This is the problem. People want to make you believe you got stuff wrong with you, and then you adopt it as some part of you, like it's your fucking purse or your knapsack, and you want to carry it around with you like a badge of honor. People, drop that. Leave it. You're a brand new creation every day. Your body knows how to fix itself. Allow the love that's fueling you for existence and giving you your breath of life to heal you without distortion or delusion or distraction. I don't care how scared you are. Have the courage to look at your own being. Listen to the words that you say. You're creating with every breath. People, I encourage you all, take a look at what you believe to be right about yourself. And Andy just gave a perfect example of being unaware. People, you do this without knowing.
Yeah. I was just saying that even though I have bone pain, that I get out there and I get moving every day. I do something every day. Every morning I get out and get moving. Unaware that I was speaking that into life.
Yes, and unaware that she was just speaking into life, that she needs meds to move, that she needs this. She needs these things outside of her that are synthetic that she does not need. The same way she came off the depression pills that she thought she needed once.
Right.
And the anxiety pills she thought she needed once. Okay, so she's been deconstructing her belief system. So she's got a couple of more beliefs to annihilate, which is believing that she needs these stomach eating and body altering anti-inflammatories when you can drink a glass of pineapple juice and it does the same thing. And you won't need stomach meds for drinking pineapple juice.
Right.
So it's perfect learning for you all. This is what I mean about being unaware. And she was unaware for 12 years. Look how she does it now. She trains every day. She does everything she needs to do, but still was unaware of what she was consciously creating by breathing it into life. Okay? And she's on her healing journey, self-discovery, self-mastery journey. So, guys, please take a look at this. Andy, talk about how you came out of your 12-year cycle and you were talking about your trainer and stuff.
Well, I can tell you guys that it is not easy to do by yourself. I mean, it is doable to realize it yourself, but I realized it about a year or so ago, but I did nothing. I didn't do anything to fix it. A, I didn't know what to do. B, I talked myself out of it daily. And C, I didn't have anybody telling me I needed to. Because they didn't know what I was really going on in my head. They didn't know what I was dealing with. They didn't know half the crap that I held on to from my past, held on to mentally, physically. They didn't know. So they didn't know that I needed help. I had to, hold on a minute.
Okay, well, guys, I guess I'll jump in. Look, you know what? We're 15 minutes to close this episode. So, I guess I'll start with a little bit of a wrap up for you all. Look, fear is anything that you believe is going to hurt you. Simple as that. I want you guys to Andy, you ready to jump back in before I do a wrap up, close up?
Yeah.
Okay.
All I'm saying is it helps to have support. I have Coach James tell me what needs to be done. Matter of fact, he told me, he said, in 3 weeks' time, I want you under 200 pounds and you will do it. And I'm like, yes, I will. Under 200 pounds. Did I say 300, 200? I don't know what came out of my mouth. But he said, in 3 weeks' time, I want to see you under 200 because that's your goal and you're going to do it, which it is my goal. My first goal was under 200. I said, yeah, I'll do that because I'm not stuck. I'm not. I can do whatever I think, say, feel. I can do it because I can. Not because someone said I have to, but I need that push. Some of us need that push. Some of us need someone to tell us, hey, you're doing this. And when you actually do it, you realize, well, yeah, okay, I needed that. Thanks. And then Miss Tobi, she's pushing me every other way. I got Coach over here pushing me physically. I got Tobi over here pushing me mentally, emotionally, spiritually, soulfully, just pushing me to be me, to free myself, to be the me I was born to be.
Oh, I can hear fireworks. I guess they did do fireworks for Fate National.
Huh?
Oh, sorry. Keep going.
That's okay. But some of us need pushed. And if you have someone in your life that's pushing you, don't get mad. Don't get pissy. Leave me alone. No, don't do that. I did that. I've done that. Yeah. Don't do that. They're just trying to help you. They're just trying to push you in a direction that shows you, oh, yeah, this is what I wanted. This is how I wanted to do this. That's right. I'm grateful for the people that pushed me. Once I told my husband what I wanted, what I needed, everything, because he's not a pusher. I'm gonna sit back and let you decide what you need to do. And when you decide you need to do it, then I'll let you tell me, and then I will fully support you. You
see, I didn't push you. You needed something, and I held you accountable to what you needed.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean by a pusher. Just a little push. Just a little.
Yeah. I just hold you accountable from what you tell me you need and what I feel off of you.
Right. That's what I mean. I mean, nobody. When I made the connection with Coach, he did a 30-minute phone call and asked me what I wanted. That's why I want to be healthy again. I want to physically be healthy. I know I can. I know I can. I just got to get up and do it. Well, if you pay so much money a week, I'm not saying how much, you're going to look at it and say, I'm not wasting this money to begin with. I'm not wasting this much money every week. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to do what he says. I'm going to eat what he, eat the right kind of food, the right amount of food. I'm going to go to work out every day that I need to go work out. And I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep going. He says it'll work. By God, it works. And then I connected with Tobi, and I told her what I wanted. And she nudges me in the right directions. Well, do you really want it? Or do you just think you want it? Yeah. That's the same thing. The same thing. Do you really want it? How bad do you want it? How bad do you want to feel free? How badly do you want to feel all the clouds and all the weight lifted off your shoulder? How bad do you want it? I can't do it for you. I'll tell you what you can do.
Yeah. Yes, that's what I did. I told you, I can't do it for you, but I can tell you what you got to do.
Absolutely.
And it's up to you to do the rest. Didn't I tell you that straight up?
Straight up.
And didn't I tell you, if you don't do the work, I can't fucking help you. Oh, there we go. That's basically what I did tell her. And guys, you know what? Honestly, I'm super distracted right now talking about distractions because I'm hearing those fireworks going. And if I have a favorite thing other than ice cream, it is fireworks. So I am super distracted right now. So we are going to wrap it up here. Andy, you want to say bye to everybody watching and thank them for coming out?
Yes, I'm super
if I can catch that last 5 minutes of those fireworks, I'm going to.
I'm super distracted too. I got all my kids coming in here doing this, that, and the other. And I'm like, oh.
All right, let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it. Where's that button? Wrap it up.
My goodness, Tobi.
Hey, I hear fireworks, man.
I know. I know. Okay. We're just going to say we love you. We appreciate you being here. Thank you for taking the time out to watch our live. If you didn't get to see the whole video, you can watch it when we end it. No worries. But we love you. We'll see you next Monday. I'll be in LA doing it from LA. I'll be in my hotel room and I will show you the view. It will probably be great. But we love you. Thank you for watching. We appreciate you.
So guys, I'll wrap it up quick before, they're starting to die down now. Fuck. I love fireworks. I really do. I cannot hide that fact. I really, 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 really do. That excites me like not too much else. Yeah, they're dying down, so the show must be over.
Oh, no.
Okay. Guys, well, they said in our neighborhood they weren't going to do them, but that was probably some independent whatever going off, which is cool. Doesn't matter. There's fireworks all summer.
Yeah.
So I'm not worried. Okay, guys, don't be scared of anything because it's a false evidence appearing real in your life. Honestly, it's delusion. It is, you are anticipating pain, whether it's physical, spiritual, emotional, it doesn't matter. Fears do not exist unless you make them exist. So change that by taking a look at what you fear. Okay? Fears do not, fear should not stop you. And we have been conditioned and bred and raised in fear.
Thank you, Ray, for the love. We got a heart.
Okay. I didn't see who that was. Ray, love you. Love you. Thanks for coming out. Change that. Don't distract yourself from your own well-being and from the love that's fueling you. Get rid of that self-shame, the self-blame, the self-guilt, all of that crap. It distorts your highest potential. Dump it out. Empty your cup of tea tonight before you go to bed. That's what the monk is talking about. Cut all ties. Leave everything today in today. Tomorrow's a fresh day tomorrow. Don't distort your highest potential of your being. Okay? And don't be delusional about who you are and what you're meant to do out here. as you. It's important that you are who you need to be for you. You're needed. You're unique.
Mm-hmm.
If the universe didn't want you to be a part of the plan, you wouldn't be. You never, source would have never given you the source of your experience, which is your breath of life. Did you take that for granted today? Did you say thank you to source for letting you breathe today? Really? Guys, you matter. We're all connected. We're all one. And we're all love. Whether you like it or not, that's what it is. So stop fearing anything, because love conquers all.
Absolutely.
Guys, stay in your heart space. Discernment doesn't come with conflict or chaos. Never. Anything that's good for you and good for your heart, it comes with ease. Definitely. It's a lack of discernment, which is listening to your heart. So discernment is following the compass of your heart. What does that mean? Well, your heart is either going to pull you to something or it will push you away from something.
Yes.
And you know what? I can mention a very good example of that, because there are major changes happening in my life. So to wrap this up, I'll mention it. Yesterday, something happened to me that is definitely pulling my heart towards it. Okay? And I'm going to listen to that, because true guidance and true wisdom comes from loving yourself enough to listen to what your heart is telling you anyway. And your heart is going to tell you a totally different story than what your head is. So this is why I tell you guys, stay true to your heart. There's only two answers, two responses that your heart will give you. It will pull you towards something, or it will push you away from it. That's it. Guys, own that within your being. Own the love that's fueling you, because there's no thoughts attached to your truest brain. Your heart is your truest brain. Stay true to it so that you can stay true to you. Andy, what a great episode. I'm happy that we did this again. Guys, we love you all. Stop fearing things. Change what you need to in your life. Don't stay distracted from it. Do not accept distorted love for yourself or from anybody else. And don't be delusional about what you're doing to your own being. Factually. Guys, we love you. We'll see you out here next week. Canada Day or not, we are out here with you guys next week.
Yes, we love you. California for me or not, we'll be here.
All right. Love you all. Have a great night.
Yes.
Oh, wait. We've got comments. So I'll check the comments. Oh, no. That's Ray. Okay. Ray, we love you. Thanks for coming out. Guys, have a great night.